Ofir Peretz, you're the Chief Marketing Officer at Finera. In the context of Sigma Central Europe 2025, what specific innovations or partnerships is Finera showcasing to support the gaming industry evolving payment infrastructure needs?
So that's a very interesting point because we're seeing a major behavioral shift across Europe. It's not a future trend, it's something that is happening right now. If you take a look at 2024, 25 reports, you see that users' crypto penetration in Europe especially goes from 11 to 12% by 2026. So those numbers are growing, and it actually confirms the increasing in mainstream adaptation of digital assets. So to meet those clear demands from the players, Finera's headline innovation in Sigma is the new non-custodial crypto processing.
Your non-custodial crypto processing solution gives merchants full ownership of their digital assets. Why is this control vital for businesses, and how does it support Finera's expansion?
Yeah, thank you. So it's obvious that for businesses actually, security and absolute control over their assets is something that is non-negotiable. So they simply cannot afford to have their revenue, the most sensitive asset, exposed to risks of third-party instability, let's say. And it's something that if you understand those values of the customers and what they're looking for, so Finera is a pure technology partner. It's not a financial custodian, that touch the money and hold the customer's money. Finera simply provide the secure and efficient rail for customer to move it on. And this is how we build basically the level of the trust that it's impossible for custodial player to replace. And it's a core for Finera peace of mind from payments ideology, if you'd like.
And the payment space is crowded. How does Finera's single point integration simplify a merchant's payment stack compared to traditional models?
So you see ambitious merchants who want to scale globally, but their growth is being crippled by immense technological complexity and the cost of integration for a new player, new payment methods in the market and acquirers one by one in each new region or market. It's something very complicated. So Finera solve it simply with a single point of integration. Think of it, like a USB cable. With a Type-C instead of so many different cables. So that's the idea of Finera's API, that it does it for the merchant in a global payment needs. And the uniqueness here for your question isn't just that it's a single API, but it's also the intelligence that is inside and the smart routing engine that goes in the background and work automatically.
And tell us, everyone wants to know, what is the biggest payment trend you predict for the iGaming and fintech landscape, let's say in late 2025, early 2026?
So it's something that we already see, and I think that the biggest trend will be the shift from just fast payout. You remember, we always spoke about how we make payments faster from 3 seconds to 2 seconds to a second. And today it's more about real-time payout and intelligent payout. And a good example for it, I think it's Uber or Amazon Go, that you see that payment is so seamless that it's almost disappearing. And we call it in the industry an invisible payment. And that's basically Finera unique positioning in this game. It's the intelligence that is behind and to have an invisible payment.
Let's talk about Sigma Central Europe. The agenda includes discussions on regulatory updates and technological advancements. Tell us, how is Finera preparing to adapt to these evolving industry standards?
Well, it's a good question, but I'm not an expert in regulatory. But you can see that the global regulatory landscape is fragmenting and not standardizing. So even as a customer, I can say that, and we all see that in Apple and Google, they consistently change and adapt their payment policies, as we can see. So I know that in Finera's, as an entire platform, is built for adaptation. So they monitor regularly the tech shifts globally. So the merchant, they don't have to deal with that, and they can focus completely on their product and solution that they want to offer to their customers.
And looking ahead, how does Finera envision the future of global payments, and what role do you see the company playing in shaping that future?
Well, it's a good point. And ultimately, businesses want to forget about payments. Like I said before, they want to focus on their product, on their customer, on the payment infrastructure. It's not something that they want to deal with. So Finera's vision is to be the central nervous system that powers and in an invisible way this global network of the payments for the merchants.
Ofir, you're the Chief Marketing Officer at Finera. Thank you so much for taking the time today to speak to us.
Thank you too, and see you at Sigma Europe.